And I now pronounce you man and wife. Oh, hello. So this is my commitment to you, our 20 to 40 YouTube viewers, that I am in a full-out wedding attire here. I do this like twice a year, so you should feel very honored about this. This past week at the Bridge Church, we talked about marriage and divorce and remarriage. Whew, it was a tough one. Mark 10, verses 1 to 12. And Jesus' response to the Pharisees' question about whether or not it's lawful to divorce your wife in this case. And we looked at the larger rabbinic debate that was happening at that time, that it wasn't just whether it's ever lawful to divorce your wife, but whether it's lawful, whether it's permissible to do it for any and every reason. That was the whole debate going on. And so Jesus enters into this, and instead of trying to show them exactly where the line is, exactly how close you can get to the edge without crossing over, where exactly you go wrong in divorce, he goes, no. Let's look at the heart of this. Let's look at what God's intent actually is. Instead of focusing on the boundaries, let's look at the middle. Let's look at the center. Let's look at what God created marriage for. And we looked at these texts from Genesis that Jesus cites. Genesis 1 and Genesis 2 both have these passages about man and woman coming together, one flesh. This unity, reflecting God's image together, that this is what marriage is about. And so we talked about how in all of these questions and issues about when can I divorce and is it okay to get remarried, that really what we want to be doing here is pursuing God's intent, that we want to be following God's heart, that we're not about setting out a whole bunch of rules, but rather that we want to reflect God's character. And that means that we're going to do whatever it takes to be faithful to our spouses and to forgive and to be reconciled and to restore that relationship as much as possible. And of course, there's a whole lot more that we could say, but we'll kind of stop there and give you the one big question for this week, which is this. And this is a question for all of you, whether you're married, divorced, single, or whatever. What did this passage and the sermon from Sunday teach you about discipleship, about following Jesus?